I don't know if this was the second year or third year, but in the same spot. I think this spot could just be really unlucky.
No, you got one there.
I did. Oh, I did. I
Your
broke
third
it.
year.
I broke.
It was the second year that the story were.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So second year. So the same year that you had wounded your eye, right?
Yeah. That was the same year. Yeah.
Same year. We go back to the same spot, and there's a even bigger buck, pretty much in the same area as where he had shot at that first buck. And because I took him and I spotted it this time, I was like, okay, I'm shooting this one.
Totally. And I was stoked. I was like, oh, he's getting this.
And this is a ridiculous story. This doesn't happen. People talk about it all the time. It doesn't happen, but apparently it totally does. We run down the mountain and we're getting ready to go up, but the deer is meeting us down in the bottom of the ravine. So we can't go up. So we end up hiking the bottom of this ravine. And the deer was up on the face and it started coming down towards us. Mm-hmm. We're in like shale ravine, so it's really hard to not be noisy, but there's a bunch of doe with them. There's a bunch of doe with this buck. So
it's a big herd.
Yeah.
Like a fairly large herd.
I'm thinking, they're making noise. Maybe they won't hear us. Mm-hmm. We go down this ravine to get a shot, and I have a good shot, but I have no rest. Literally, this is going to sound so redneck. Literally, I'm like, Levi, bend over. And I got my bipod on his shoulders. That's how high up this deer was compared to me, but it was only 200 yards.
So basically, I tabletop, not just bent over, okay? I tabletopped. Okay, let's be specific about this. I tabletopped, and I just have like my ears plugged because his bipod's on top.
I'm on top of him like this.
And I'm like,
right. Don't move. Hold your breath. Yeah. Don't move.
And I'm like, I think I get more meat because of this. I think I do.
You would have. Yeah. You would have. And so while I'm trying to figure out this shooting angle, and obviously I'm not going to take a shot unless I feel like it's perfectly still.
No, you are nothing if you're not an ethical hunter.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah. I wasn't going to take the shot if I couldn't get a good shot, but it was ridiculous the positions we were getting in to try.
For sure, man.
It was like a Kama Sutra book trying to figure out how to get this shot off. But I couldn't get a good shot. It kind of went over the ridge, but we knew that it was in this spot that it should pop out in front of us. So we get lined up and get ready for it to pop up. And we're sitting there and waiting. The sun's going down, and I know it's supposed to pop out in this area. So we just keep waiting, and I start seeing the does popping out. I'm like, okay, here are the does. Where is this buck? Don't see the buck anywhere. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom!
And hold on, this was if not, it was like the last minute.
Yes,
where you could legally shoot.
Like we were getting ready to pack up because we were like, it must not.
And
be.
I have terrible night vision anyway, so like even a half an hour before, I was like, I don't know.
I'll take it. I'll take a shot a minute before. I don't care.
Yeah, totally. You can see.
Yeah. But I couldn't see this buck. All I could see were the does, and I thought, I'll just come back here tomorrow morning. He'll still be here. And then out of nowhere, boom! Yep. And then all of a sudden the buck pops out from right where I thought it was going to be, pops out. It must have been 10 yards out of my sight.
Yeah, it was right there.
Yeah.
And wasn't there a second shot too?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Boom! Shoots. And we see this deer hobbling because the guy made a bad shot.
Yeah.
Shot from the road, had to have been like a 750-yard shot. No, maybe 600. 600-yard shot.
Well, no, I thought...
And it was a kid.
I was pretty sure they were on the other ridge, weren't they?
No. Well, we
saw them hike. Oh, yeah.
They had hiked up
from the road,
but it was from the road. They maybe hiked up from a main road. They maybe hiked up 200 yards.
We were right by that road.
Yes. Yeah. And they wounded it, and then we get to be blessed to watch these people walk up and get this deer, shoot it again a couple more times, I think. Sure. There was this deer that was right in front of us, really decent buck. And so that's when I looked at you and I was like, this is your fault.
Yeah, no, literally.
I don't experience this type of bad luck. Totally. I put in the work to get these animals, and now your bad luck is ruining this one. And to keep in mind, for those of you who are like, you shouldn't have been hiking around a road. We were not around a road when we first got up on this ridge.
Followed them down.
We had hiked way up on this ridge to get away from the roads, and we had slowly been going down this ravine towards a main road because we were looking at this deer on the face and following it, trying to get a good shot. And it happened to pop out in the evening where someone could shoot it from the road.
Totally.
That's horrible luck. That does not happen to me. It happens to you.
Yeah, I suppose it does. I've had bad luck.
So this was the first circumstance where your bad luck rubbed off onto me.
Oh, is that how it went?
Yes.